Assalamu alaikum Quranic Arabic learners. Welcome to today's lesson number 39 of the Quranic Arabic Simplified course for beginners. Today's topic will conclude and review Arabic sound plurals. I will post a PDF version in the description of the lesson. Please remember to comment and subscribe, and please do make sure you catch up on the missed lessons from the playlists Quranic Arabic Simplified or Madinah Arabic Shortened. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So let's do a quick review of what we have studied so far on the singular, dual, and sound Arabic plurals. So let's start this chart here with mudhakkar, which means masculine. And first we're going to look at the mufradun, which is the singular case. With this example, simple word which is muslimun is marfu'un, the mansub is musliman, and the majroor is muslimin. So this is the simple case. For the dual, which is musanna, it is muslimani, and then for the mansub and the majroor case, it is muslimaini. Okay, and now for the jama'un, which is for the plural, for the masculine, it is muslimuna, and for the majroor and mansub case, it is muslimina. So please notice the difference in sound from the dual, which is muslimaini, and the plural is muslimina, right? And this is for the case of mansub and majroor. Moving on to the muannas, which is the feminine side. So we said the singular mufradun is muslimatun, the mansub is muslimatan, and the majroor is muslimatin. Now let's look at the dual for the feminine. It is muslimatane, and then for the mansub and majroor case, it is muslimataini. And what is the plural? As we said, you add the alif and the ta at the end, muslimatun. And we said that in the mansub case, there is no fatha for the sound feminine plural, so it is muslimatin, and the majroor case is also the same, muslimatin. So in Arabic, nouns are classified as either rational or irrational. So rational nouns are those that refer to human beings because they have intellect. So that's why they are called rational. Angels and devils and such beings are also included in this category of rational. And irrational nouns are nouns that refer to things, animals, and concepts. Okay, so let's take an example of a rational noun. In Arabic, it is called aqilun. Okay, once again, they have intellect. So for example, in this sentence, haza talibun jadidun. It means this student, referring to a male student, is new. Huwa saghirun. It means he is young or small. So the same sentence, let's look at it in the plural form. Haula'i tullabun jududun. It means these students are new. So the tullab is plural, that's why the adjective jududun is also plural. And the pronoun used is also for plurals, which is hum sigarun. They are young. Okay, now let's take a look at an irrational example. In Arabic, it's called ghayru aqilan. So in this case, in this example, haza kitabun jadidun. This book is new. Huwa saghirun. It is small, right? So notice here that huwa is a pronoun, but it can also refer to objects, right? Okay, like in English, it is, you use it. Okay, in English, you use he and then you use it, but in Arabic, huwa can also be used for the irrational nouns. Okay, and in this next case, it is, we're referring to plural, but it's feminine, right? So that's why it's hazihi. هذه كتب جديدة. So we mentioned this before. Plural objects are treated as feminine and singular. That's why it is هذه, which is feminine, because it's a plural noun. كتب جديد, and it is irrational. هي صغيرة, right? It is small. So again, the singular feminine pronoun is used here because that's the rule. Plural objects are treated as feminine and singular. So in this sentence, hunna talibatun jadidatun. It means they are new students. What we observe here is the plural pronoun for feminine is used because the word talibatun is feminine. Okay, but if it was an object, kutubun, which is plural, here the feminine singular pronoun is used and not a plural pronoun. Okay, so it is hiya kutubun. The meaning in English is they are books, but the pronoun used is singular and it is feminine because the plural kutubun, plural objects in Arabic, are treated as feminine singular. Please look at this example. Hiya aklamun. It means they are pens. Where aklamun is pens, but notice that this is a masculine word, right? But still it is referred to with a feminine pronoun. Okay, and that is because of this rule right here. The singular feminine third person pronoun is always used for non-human plurals, whether it is masculine or feminine. Another way to remember this is right here with this rule, plural objects are treated as feminine and always singular. So try to remember this rule. So here is a nice chart to go over some examples of the rational and the irrational plurals that we're talking about. So in the first case, let's look here for aql, which means intellect, right? So these are referring to human beings. In this example of the singular, al-mudarrisu jadidun. So the teacher is new, mudarrisu is singular and jadidun is singular. For plural case of the same, it is al-mudarrisuna jududun. So mudarrisuna is plural and jududun is plural. The teachers are new. Okay, the next one is ghayru aqal, which means it's going to refer to objects, right? So al-qalamu jadidun, the pen is new. Okay, and this is ghayru aqal. And in the plural case, as we saw this one before, al-aqlamu jadidatun, the pens are new. And in this case, another example of ghayru aqil, as-sayyaratu jadidatun. It means the car is new, right? And over here we see as-sayyaratu jadidatun, the cars are new. Okay, so again, because sayyaratu is feminine plural object, that's why over here the predicate is also a feminine. So let's look at a few examples here. In this first sentence, Ainal mudarrisul jadidu, where is the new teacher? So to answer you say huwa fil fasli, he is in the class. So the plural of that is Ainal mudarrisunal jududu. So here plural is used, mudarrisuna, right? Okay, and al-judud is also plural. The answer is hum fil fasli. So in the example of ghayru aqil, the question is Aina daftarul jadidu. So where is the new notebook? So you say huwa alal maktabi. It is on the desk, and you use the pronoun huwa. Right? On the plural side, Aina dafatirul jadidatu. So here it is object and it is plural, which is why al-jadidatu is used, which is feminine. And the answer is hiya alal maktabi. they are on the desk. And we notice the pronoun hiya is used. In the next example, Aina sa'atul jadidatu? Where is the new watch? So the answer is hiya alal maktabi. It is on the desk. So on the plural side, Aina sa'atu al jadidatu? So again, where are the new watches? And the answer is hiya alal maktabi. So a quick 1-minute review for masculine plurals. For mudarris, it is mudarrisuna, and in the case of the mansub and the majroor, it is mudarrisina. In the case of feminine, it is mudarrisatun, and in the case of the mansub and majroor, it is mudarrisatin. So this verse, Quran 33:35, is a very good verse to study and review sound masculine and feminine plurals. So please try this verse on your own, and I will just point out that inna makes the word after it mansub. This is why it is al-muslimina. And what I will point out also is that there is a waw that comes throughout this verse, and when there is a waw, it takes the case forward from the previous case. So it is muslimati is also majroor, right? So for each of these words, I would suggest try to find out whether it's a masculine or a feminine plural, and whether it is, and in what case it is. If you are regular with watching the 2 or 3 short videos that I post per week, you will succeed in mastering Quranic Arabic, inshaAllah. If this video benefited you, please do like, subscribe, comment, and keep watching these short videos. Subhanaka wa bihamdika la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.